Hello everyone and welcome. In this video, I want to show you my new indicator, MGH-MultiStoch. This is multi-timeframe trend indicator. You can show you up to 6 timeframes at the same time in one window. I will show you 3 things today. First, the settings step by step. Second, the main features and how the indicator looks on the chart. And third, the most interesting part, how to use it to project the possible future waves of the market. I will show you a real example on GBPNZD. Let's start. Okay, let's look at settings. I will go from top to bottom. Number of candles. This is how many candles the indicator will calculate. 0 means show everything. If your computer is slow, you can set a smaller number, for example, 2 or 3,000. Indicator name. This is just a label. If you want to run 2 copies of the indicator on the same chart, give them different names. Interpolate in MTF mode. This is graphic option. When it is true, the higher time frame lines become smooth and beautiful. When it is false, the lines look like steps. I recommend keeping it true. Now this section, line enabling. Here we have 6 lines, L1 to L6. Each line is one time frame. Each line has its own color, light, gray, green, red, aqua, gold, and limb. You can turn each line on or off from here. But there is an easier way. Look at the chart. You see these small buttons 1 to 6 in the corner of the indicator window. You can click them to turn each time frame on or off. Very fast, very simple. And one more nice thing. If you hold your mouse cursor on any line, the tooltip shows you which time frame this line belongs to, so you never get confused. Arrow properties. If you want the indicator can draw buy and sell arrows on the chart, you can turn this on, and you can even choose the arrow style by changing the arrow code. Now, this part is very important. The alert system. The main trigger is the cross on your current time frame. But here is a special part. You can filter this alert with the other time frames. For each line, you have 3 choices: same direction, opposite direction, or off. Let me give you an example. Imagine you want this. Alert me only when my current chart crosses up, and the green line and the red line agree with this direction, and the aqua line is the opposite direction. You just set L2 same direction, L3 same direction, and L4 opposite direction. The rest off. That's it. Now the indicator watch the market for you, and it only alert you when your exact condition happens. Signal candle shift, 0 or 1. This is the balance between speed and safety. Candle 0 gives you the fastest signal, but the candle is still open, so the signal can change. Candle 1 waits for the candle to close. A little slower, but more reliable, less repaint risk. You choose what fits your style. Alert types. You have everything here: pop-up window, sound alert, email and push notification to your phone. You can even choose the sound file you like. And finally, the buttons, you can show them, hide them, or move them to any position on the chart with the X and Y settings. That's all the setting, simple and clean. Now let's talk about what makes this indicator useful. The biggest problem in trading is this. You get a signal on your chart. It looks perfect, but you don't know what the higher time frames are doing. You enter the trade, and the bigger trends goes against you. MGH-MultiStoch solves this problem. One window, 6 time frames, one look, and you know if you are trading with the flow or against it. You can use it as a confirmation filter for any strategy you already have. For trend strategies, just ask for 1 or 2 higher time frames to agree with your signal. This simple filter can improve the quality of many trading systems. For reversal strategies, watch for fresh cross on a higher time frame. This is one of the earliest structural signs that the market may be turning. And look at the graphics with interpolation on. The lines are smooth and clean. Each time frame has its own color. The chart stays readable even with all 6 lines active. Also very important, these lines naturally divide the market into waves. Every cross is a potential wave point. And this brings us the best part of this video. Okay, now I want to show you my favorite technique, projecting the possible future waves of the market. First, one important note, the wave lines and the letters you see on my chart, I drew them manually. The indicator gives you the crosses and the structure. The wave counting and the projection is the method I will teach you now. Step 1. Choose the right time frames. This method works best when you use neighboring time frames with ratio of about 4 to 6 times. For example, M15, then H1, then H4, then H12 or daily. This is a good series for wave analysis. Here on my GBPNZD chart, I am on M15. The red line is H1, the blue line is H4, the yellow is daily, and limb line is weekly. Step 2. Understand the wave structure. Here is the key idea. When I'm on M15, a motive wave, an impulse on H1 is usually built from 5 swings on M15. I label them A, B, C, D, and E. These 5 swings need to form before the H1 motive wave is complete. The minimum is A, B, C. A corrective wave on H1 is usually built from 3 swings on M50. A, B, C. The minimum is just 1 a wave. So the market is like wave inside waves. Every move on a higher time frame is built from a smaller moves on a lower time frame. Step 3. Wait for the trigger. The method works best right after fresh cross on a higher time frame. Look here, on the chart, a fresh cross has just formed on a daily line and the weekly line. This is our trigger. This tells us a new big move is probably starting. Step 4. Build a scenario. Now watch. On H1, we already had a complete motive wave. A, B, C, D, E. 5 swings done. So what should come next? After motive wave, a correction, we can expect a corrective phase on H4. And what does a correction look like on H1? 3 waves, A, B, C. So here is my projection, drawn before it happens. First, a 3-wave correction, A, B, C, going down. And after the correction is finished, the trend continues up with a new motive sequence. This is the full scenario. I drew it on the chart in advance. Step 5. Set the alert and wait. And now the best part, I don't need to sit and watch the screen. I design my scenario. I set my conditional alert. For example, alert me when M15 crosses up, while H1 and H4 are rising, and I walk away. When the market reached my scenario point, the indicator calls me. This is the complete workflow. See the structure, build the scenario, set the alert, and wait. So that was MGH-MultiStoch, 6 time frames in one window. Smart conditional alerts, clean graphics, and a structured method to project the possible future waves of the market. The indicator is available for both MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. If you have any question, write them in the comments. I answer everyone. Thank you for watching and good luck in your trading.